Morning. We'll return to regularly scheduled programming in just a moment, but first we continue to follow damage reports out of Troup County following a large tornado that came through the area this morning. WRBL's Chuck Williams joins us live from West Point with the latest. Chuck, what are you seeing out there currently?
Hey, Chuck Williams, we are standing on West Point Road. This is about 2 miles from downtown West Point. For people who know this area, the street right there behind me is Woodlawn Lane, if that gives you a marker. It's going back toward Kia. What happened? The tornado hit here about earlier this morning. I've talked to witnesses, but one thing's for sure, it's done significant damage in this area. It's damaged at least 2 churches. The churches are Bethel Baptist and On the Rock Christian Church. Both of those, I talked to a pastor from On the Rock, and he told me they suffered in heavy damage. I've also talked to Congressman Drew Ferguson, who lives in this area. He said the area most hardest hit is around Kia at 185. He said 185 is closed from exit 2 to exit 6. Several homes and businesses were destroyed, the congressman said. I'm going to step back and let Kevin kind of show. This is the scene where they're working off West Point Road. We did talk to 2 people, one who was in the tornado when it struck and another whose church is impacted. Listen to what they had to say. Anything about injuries?
Not at this moment. Most of the people I talked to said they're okay. I know one house up here, they had to go in, it was destroyed. Little girl was in the bathtub hiding. They had to get in there to get it, but the house is completely gone. They had to get her out the bathtub. She was in it hiding.
At 4:30, I heard hell. It stopped, and at 5 something, my wife woke up and said she heard hell again, and she went to the front room, and the whole roof blew off. And I was asleep. So she told me, get up, and the roof fell on me, and I crawled, rolled over, and we made it out. Thanks to the grace of God.
Grace of God, that's a pretty appropriate way to look at this, Hannah. I know Bob and the weather staff have been keeping people updated all day on this, and we're going to have reports throughout the day as we figure out kind of what's going on. Right now, there are no reports of casualties. There are some injury reports, but we have not been able to confirm those with Troup County authorities. We're trying to do that right now. Reporting from Troup County, Chuck Williams, WRBL News 3, on your side.
Thank you, Chuck, for that live report. Meteorologist Nicole Phillips is joining us now. She has been monitoring the radar and damage reports all morning. Nicole is tracking the latest.
Hey, good morning. So we did have that storm that moved through earlier this morning, but we're not done just yet. Dealing with heavy rainfall still across northern sections of the News 3 viewing area. We don't have any active thunderstorm warnings. That's good. But we have now flash flood warnings, Meriwether, Pike, and Troup County. That's going to be until 3:45 this afternoon. And you can see that this storm continues to just move over the same area. So some locations are getting anywhere from 3, even 4 inches of rain just from this alone, and we're not done just yet. It continues to go back down towards the southeast. We do have a tornado watch in effect until 1 p.m. Eastern time, 12 p.m. Central time. Again, just because it's quiet for a majority of you doesn't mean that we're done. We're expecting that line that's to the north to eventually move south as we go into the afternoon, also into this evening. So until we get this line out here, expect the weather to continue to be active throughout most of today. Hannah?
All right, thank you, Nicole. I know you and Kaylee will both keep us updated as we continue on throughout this afternoon. We have also just learned the American Red Cross has opened a shelter for storm victims at West Point